Hang on. Hi, this is take 4. It's getting really funny. I keep screwing it up because I keep laughing.
You want bad news? This is our first video of the night.
Zach, I understand that on the 3rd channel that we'll be working on for several months, you have the honor of having the first video, and quick as you can, tell us about it.
Zara and I pulled together a video that's been near and dear to my heart, an idea I had for the past couple months. We both adore Batman, and we went through and figured out in the list of Batman villains, which was pretty comprehensive, who everybody would have voted for in the 2025 New York City mayoral election. It was great. If that sounds really funny to you, I have great news. It is. And if that sounds unhinged and unwatchable to you, I have great news. It is.
Esteemed guest Michael Talks About Stuff, would you like to give us a take on a Batman villain and who you think they would have voted for?
I mean, the Joker feels like he could either go Sliwa or Cuomo. I'd have to think about it.
What we thought was that he went out and canvassed for every single candidate at the same time. He literally had all of
That's
the
fair.
cards.
That's fair.
And we made trouble deciding whether he overvoted or like voted for the like least likely to win candidate and like said, "Oh, Eric Adams is still on the ballot."
See, I feel like he would want Sliwa to win because Sliwa seems the most crazy in the way that the Joker would like.
Yeah, because he's essentially trying to be Batman himself, and he would like messing with him. Yeah, that's true.
And I made the argument when I heard that this was pitched that the Joker is absolutely running a write-in campaign for himself.
That's too, yeah.
Right.
I kind of buy that one.
It's exactly the kind of crazy that the Joker's fond of.
All right. He's running a Vermin Supreme sort of campaign.
All right. So I am intending to have this channel up when this video goes live, but cannot necessarily guarantee it because this video might go live on Thanksgiving. But in the meantime, Michael, I understand that you have a theory for us today.
I do. Yeah. I should probably make sure I have all the clues written down.
What?
All right.
Okay.
I got it. So your opening clue.
Oh my god.
Is.
Oh my god, we're just going. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Well, unless you want a second opening bit.
I thought opening bits. I don't know. We haven't really found the funny yet. So I was gonna ask you guys why the worst pasta is the most popular pasta, but I guess I can save that for later.
Well, I could tell the quick story just because it's a very quick one. I could tell the quick story that Zach said I have to save for an opening bit. I accidentally.
No, please, yes.
I accidentally did the John Mulaney "What's New Pussycat" thing when I was a little child and didn't understand how jukeboxes worked because my dad gave me $5 and he said, "Here, go pick some music from the jukebox." And I put in my money and I pushed the button and my song didn't start. So I'm like, oh, it didn't work. And I pushed the button again and it still didn't work. So I pushed the button over and over thinking like, why isn't the song working? And eventually I like was out of credits or whatever. It like stopped letting me push the button. So I'm like, okay, I guess it didn't work. So I went back and told my dad it didn't work. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, it just didn't work. Like I pushed the button and the song didn't come on. He's like, oh, that's weird. Like not understanding what I was saying. And then after the person who paid before me's songs finished, we got to listen to about 20 times in a row a song by Alan Jackson, if you're familiar with the country singer Alan Jackson.
I'm not, but this is incredible.
Yeah.
And no, if this video gets 500 likes, I'll make Zach listen to that Alan Jackson song 20 times in a row.
Chasing That Neon Rainbow, I believe, was the first song I was trying to play. that I didn't understand why and ended up playing 20 times, and we left before it stopped playing.
If this video gets 1,000 likes, we'll do it on stream to guarantee a copyright strike.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was gonna be my opening bit, but we can jump into the theory now if you would like.
Yeah, this is hilarious. This is my favorite thing that I do. Absolutely, hands down. Just so that no one feels scammed. That 1,000 one was a joke, but the 500 one wasn't. I know Zach's taking a trip soon.
He can give like a vlog update of like, okay, I've listened to it once. Here's how I feel. Okay, I'm back after 5 listens. I'm starting to go a little crazy.
Yeah, it's like updating drink after drink.
Nothing will make it. Nothing will make a 7-hour drive with my girlfriend more fun than listening to the same song 25 times. I could not think of a better way to improve that experience.
But sweetheart, the video got 500 likes.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
You told the internet we would.
Word. I'm a man of Tom's word.
You don't understand, babe. We have imaginary internet clout that is on stake here. That's at stake here. We have to do it.
Wake up, babe. Alan Jackson came on again. Oh my god. Welcome to the interesting nerd canon, Alan Jackson. Oh, holy crap. Okay. All right. Oh, it's great to see you guys.
Yeah, you too.
Zach, you don't have to do that alone. Michael.
The worst time you realize there's a future. You're gonna say, well, if we get 500 likes, we're gonna do this, and then it doesn't happen immediately. But then, like 5 years later, we're a much larger channel, and it catches up, and somebody says, "Hey, just so you know, you have to do this thing you promised."
Yeah. You mean like if we get to
work. You're making work for 2029, Zach and Tom.
Yeah, you mean like the promise we made 3 years ago that if we get 10,000 subscribers, we would create an OnlyFans? You remember that? You remember that thing that was never going to happen?
I remember that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember that? You guys remember that? Hey, if you don't remember that, you should subscribe. And if you do remember that, we don't want you here.
We're almost at 4,000. Like we're not halfway there yet. It's gonna be scary every number over like 5,100, right?
Dude, we're
scary every number.
We're speeding up. It's the shorts game has been good. We're speeding up.
Oh boy. God, could you imagine if we get a book? Like we're gonna have to start it real quick. Like the amount of people crawling through to see who got theories right if Winds comes out.
Oh my god, wait.
You guys can just do a strip reading of Winds of Winter.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. And OnlyFans, but it's just me reading the Game of Thrones book like in a hot tub.
Every chapter you like, you take something off. Every chapter you dislike, you put something back on. And at the end of the book, you see where you're at, or you see how long it takes.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh, strip Game of Thrones.
Every
character that dies.
Every time one of our theories is proven correct, we can put a piece of clothing back on. And every time one of our theories is busted, we have to take an article of clothing off.
Oh no.
There you go.
Oh no. Oh no. Every time you're having a good time, you take an article of clothing off, and every time you're uncomfortable, you put one back on.
Wait, who do we have to challenge to make this one interesting? Is it like Preston Jacobs in Order of the Green Hand? We pass the challenge off if they accept it. We should not under any circumstances.
We've challenged you to a game of strip Game of Thrones. Oh my god, the mainstay of every sleepover is strip Game of Thrones.
Would you be willing to put a sock on that theory?
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's your level of confidence. Once you guys start the OnlyFans, you guys can start challenging people. Okay, how confident actually are you in that theory?
Oh my god.
What article of clothing you betting?
Oh my god. I have something that I've renamed the confidence interval. Anyway, do we have to send this video to the Shadow Realm?
Hold on. This is the endorsement to invite anybody to do this. They have to start their own OnlyFans before we can talk.
No. This idea.
Don't tell anybody to start on our OnlyFans. We'll call them.
This idea is proprietary. No one is allowed to do this unless we hit 10,000 subs.
Nobody, actually, that's true. Nobody can start an OnlyFans in the Song of Ice and Fire community until we hit 10,000 subs.
Yeah.
Then everybody has to.
Yes. And the cool thing about OnlyFans is you can do whatever you want. You can post. Has this video been recategorized because we keep saying OnlyFans?
We're talking about the things that move air around with blades. We have lots of fans. That's it. It's fine.
In the comments below, please talk around this issue so that YouTube doesn't think that this is what this is.
Yeah, please talk about brands of fans.
Wear 8 layers of clothing and only strip off to level you're comfortable with. I'm wearing 10 ties because I have no confidence in my theories.
OnlyFans don't need to be horny.
That's true.
We can just it can just be right. They don't need to be horny. They just need to be socially unacceptable in other ways, like overtly copyright infringing on audiobooks.
All right, everybody, here I am with a copy of The Winds of Winter and 87 bow ties. And I'm confident enough in the other 32 theories.
You'll never guess where the other 82 are tied.
And it won't show you either.
This is a wholesome.
All right, are we rolling? Are we
I don't
rolling
know,
into
man.
the theory, or have we banished this one?
No,
I don't know.
Let's do it.
We have a 12-minute start, and we may have offended 2 other YouTube channels, which is about normal for us.
Yeah, that's standard.
All right, we're rolling in.
Fight us in the comments of our OnlyFans.
Yeah, fight us in the comments of our OnlyFans, and if you're upset by our suggestion that you would start an OnlyFans, it's only because we think you're cool.
And if you're not offended, you suck.
You gotta be the right level of offended.
You hoe. Yeah, okay, give me some fucking... Come on, let's do this shit.
All right, opening clue.
Oh my god.
I am not your sister, Jamie.
Man, what a great opening clue to have OnlyFans on the brain for.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Tom to start typing unless I'm delayed on my viewing.
It's really funny.
It goes further.
Oh my god. Holy shit. I don't know why that's so funny. That hit me so good. Oh my god.
It's a good opening clue for this. I am not your sister, Jamie. She raised a pale, soft hand and pushed her hood back.
A pale, soft hand and pushed her hood back.
Have you forgotten me?
Have you forgotten me? I remember this trippy vision.
Yeah, and he says, "Can I forget someone I never knew?" I mean, you don't necessarily have to write all of this, but you could do the little ... Can I forget someone I never knew? The words caught in his throat. He did know her. It had been so long. And then you should also probably write, will you forget your own Lord Father too?
Will you?
The ... was only for can I forget someone I never knew part. So you can, if you want to be grammatically correct, there is no ... then I guess. But yeah, will you forget your own Lord Father too? And then you don't need to write the rest of it. That's the main part of the clue. But then she also goes on to say, I wonder if you ever knew him truly. His eyes were green, or her eyes were green, her hair spun gold. He could not tell how old she was. 15, he thought, or 50. She climbed the steps to stand above the bier. He could never abide being laughed at. That was the thing he hated most. Who are you? He had to hear her say it. The question is, who are you?
I really want to know.
So that is your opening clue.
All right. Okay. All right. Oh, I like this stuff we do. This stuff's pretty good.
That's the quote right after George R. R. Martin says meme like 6 times.
Okay, I thought about using that as an opening bit where I told you guys, because I just found this out recently. If you type the word meme 6 times into search device and fire, how many results do you think you get? And most people would guess 0. Turns out the answer is 2. Yeah.
Wait.
There are 2 results.
Oh, is it like a stylized like audio thing where it's like me?
Yes, it is. It is the word.
It is the word
echoing
me
down the
echoing.
step. Yeah.
Yep.
But it does look like
it.
I read it in my irony poisoned out terminally on Ryan brain says meme.
Yep.
Thanks Reddit.
Thanks Reddit.
Thanks OnlyFans.
Oh no.
George just did walk right into that one. He didn't know he was walking right into it, but he walked right into that one.
Okay. So that's fun. So this is in one of Jaime's trippy visions.
Yes.
While he is in the 3rd book snoozing on a weirwood stump.
I don't believe this is the Weirwood Stump vision. I believe this is a different one.
This is from Beast, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yes. Yes. The Weirwood Stump. Yeah, this is Feast. The Weirwood Stump vision is him down in the bowels of Casterly Rock being confronted by Rhaegar and the other King's Guard being like, why did you kill the Mad King? And him and Brienne are fighting, and yeah. But this is later.
Okay.
So
like
I was searching this. I'm like, I don't remember. This doesn't sound like any character I remember because they all talked very distinctly to Jaime. That's because I don't think we have a name for this person.
We know who it is.
Well, we know who Jaime thinks it is.
Yeah.
Jaime sees his mom.
Yes, you should probably write down. Jaime dreams about his mother. Jaime
dreams about Joanna Lannister. Okay, there's some fun. I got a bunch of stuff I want to talk about. I love me some good visions, and this is one that I don't think we've ever talked about before. And there's some real cool crunchy stuff in here.
Is it like it's been fucking forever. Is he bobbing in and out of reality in this chapter, or is he fully in a vision? Because I think my memory of it was he was conflating real and remembered, which he does with some frequency, actually.
I feel like, yeah, we should bring up in this dream, he has one hand. You could probably even write that down right under him dreaming about Joanna.
Shit.
Yeah, in this dream, he only has one hand because she tells him, he's like, this. He calls her out. He's like, this is a dream. And she's like, is it? Look down at your hands.
Yeah.
And so you could even write that. I could find the actual quote where he says, this is a dream. Because
in all his dream, he finds that dream. Notable.
Right, because he always dreams of having two hands. So he says, "This is a dream," and she says, "Is it?" She smiled sadly. "Count your hands, child."
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, it means it's not quite a dream.
This is
There's,
him.
you know,
This is him sleeping. Think alone.
This
So
is,
it's
I
not like
think,
he-
right before. I think this is. Isn't this right before he burns Cersei's letter, if I remember correctly, as well?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he burned Cersei's letter. And Christ, like there's so many wonderful Jaime dream sequences that are all like in this nebulous space of like, is it magic? Is like the events of the day pulling into that? Is it fucking like him like quasi hallucinating? Because like every scene after he loses his hand is somewhere between a fever dream reality and a literal dream. And it's also some of my favorite writing that George has ever done. But like Jaime has weird dreams a lot. Is that worth pulling on the thread of?
So it is. This is the only Jaime weird dream in this theory.
But there are other weird dreams. Ooh, okay.
It is this
Fascinating.
is the table for and everything on all three of the things
Wait,
we have
hold
sort of
Is
combined.
there a Damon clue from House of the Dragon here?
Ding, that is on
Let's
there.
go.
Damon
I was
also
gonna
has
do
a
that
dream
too.
about his mother.
I swear, I
Yeah.
just wanted on the record that I was gonna do this Daemon Targaryen.
Yeah. And on the record as well, when we were talking about OnlyFans right before the lead-in, I questioned whether I should switch to the opening clue being Damon has a weird dream about his mom in House of the Dragon.
No, but you know what?
But,
Will you forget your Lord Father 2 and took the wind out of my sail of stuck in a washing machine joke, but that one would have helped a lot more.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, the Jaime dream is a little bit more to chew on and has a little more info, but Damon having a weird dream about his mom is on my list of clues.
That's true. Damon has a bunch of weird dreams, all of which are interesting. Jaime dreams of Bloodraven, and I feel like we as a fandom have not talked about that enough.
Making him not the only person to dream about Bloodraven. There's a club.
Yeah.
When does Jaime dream of Bloodraven again?
I'm sorry, not Jaime. I'm sorry, I meant Damon.
Okay, Damon. I was gonna say, I was like, wait a minute, I don't remember that one.
I was willing to assert that one of the people he sees in his weird dream is Bloodraven. I was willing to.
I was thinking that too. I'm like, oh wait, did I forget one of the shadows in his dream is like Bloodraven from the corner staring at him or something?
I think that's entirely believable.
Yeah. I mean, Bloodraven probably sent him the dream, like, bro, why did you kill my relative? Come on, man. But no. Yeah, Damon does also dream of Bloodraven, but that's not relevant.
Okay. There were a couple other things that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Jaime notes that he cannot tell how old Joanna is. Which is language similar to conversations we have about other I'd like to retract and I would like to take a different stab. Can I take a different stab, Michael? Can I take this back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Zach, we're actually playing right now.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that we were actually playing.
This is such a fun one because it's like a dream within a novel. Like there's a second layer of fictionality going on here.
Yeah.
I
Do
would
not
like
let the OnlyFans opening distract you from the fact that I think this is actually a very good theory.
I would like. Do you need me to cut this opening? This is a good video. Hang on, give me a second. This, I have something that I think will get a ding. I would like to make a thrust here, as it were. Beric Dondarrion states that he cannot remember where the hall he grew up in was.
Ooh. That is interesting, but not relevant to where I'm going with the theory.
All right. What I was imagining was a fire white. This is foreshadowing for a fire white Jaime storyline, where he has forgotten his mother.
Oh.
Will you forget your Lord Father? And I am not your sister. You have already confused me for your sister. Slowly, like resurrection after resurrection, forgetting the things that are important to him.
Yeah, no, that is actually really good. Also, I guess I should say I probably should have had you continue writing on the first thing for a little bit, where she says right after, "Will you forget your own Lord Father too? I wonder if you ever knew him truly."
I wonder if you ever knew him truly.
And then she tells him things about Tywin.
To Jaime. Okay, it's not a dream. Count your hands. If it's not a dream, I think logically it has to be a vision sent by an individual, entity, or group. Zach, do you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, if it's not a dream, what the hell is it? It's got to be something similar. Yeah, it's either a vision or a hallucination or a break in reality. But the breaks in reality, if they do happen, it's not abundantly clear. Question mark. Like we're getting into the part of Game of Thrones, which is really like deeply interesting and hard to know where the boundaries are, which is dream magic, which is something that is established to exist.
Yes, we have precedent for dream magic. I can think of two off the top of my head. Zach, do you want to take one? I'll take the other.
Yeah, you go right ahead.
All right. I would like to. Why don't you take Daenerys's dream of the person with the blue eye?
Oh yeah.
And I will take the glass candles. Why don't you go first?
Oh god. There's Dany has like a dream where she has sex with a man with blue lips who has a icy cold manhood, and
I'm sorry for giving
It's
you the uncomfortable one. I apologize.
it's my penance for requesting other people to make OnlyFans earlier, as I have to talk about the ghost cock.
Ghost cock.
We are just gonna call back to the opening bit so often Tom can't possibly cut it. So you might just have to comment starts at 13 minutes or whatever on this video.
Space.
Like, no, go in and censor the 2 YouTube channels I challenged, so it could be anybody.
Space Ghost Cox to Cox.
It's just gonna bleep it out both times. Just gonna you know, we can bleep out the website too. Every time we say OnlyFans, it just gets censored.
But we released the censored version on our OnlyFans.
The uncensored version. That's our first OnlyFans video. Is the uncensored version of this. You're welcome, Tom, for all the editing we now have to do.
No, the other way around.
The censored version will be on our only.
Correct. The first video.
Do censored content on OnlyFans.
I mean, that's kind of a funny bit
on YouTube.
If you wish our content were more family friendly, don't worry. You can purchase it on OnlyFans.
That might actually be the play.
Where we also release it 1 week late.
This video is coming again in a week, but more censored for channel members.
Hey. Hey.
Don't worry, the word coming will be censored in that video.
And do not distress, our videos never arrive prematurely.
They're like,
If
they're
not
like
for his
orphans.
hand, he may not have arrived at all. Isn't that the Stannis line?
Oh my
He may not
god.
have come at all.
Hey.
If not.
So like
Uh.
back to the ghost cock.
So-
Uh
Yeah. That is not the Danny dream I have as a dream.
Wait, hang on, Zach. I need you to say that again.
back to the ghost cock. Ghost cock. Okay.
This video is the worst one we've done in a while, everybody.
And the theory's good, like it has to be. Oh.
Michael,
Oh,
I'm
man.
tempted to say I'm sorry, but I'm not.
No, it's fine. This is fine.
Okay, carry on. We're not
I was
talking.
just saying as well. That Danny dream in particular or vision is not the one that I have a ding, but there is a Danny dream
It is
slash
almost
vision.
certainly something weird and magic going on, considering how vivid it is. For
Yes.
her. Yeah.
Yes. Fun fact: do you guys know what the change was in that vision from the draft version that was in the Cushing Library?
No.
So instead of waking up thinking about the ghost cock that is icy cold, Danny instead wakes up thinking of a blade twisting after she has just been, kissing the guy with cold lips and being stabbed down below instead of, So it pretty heavily foreshadows being stabbed while making out.
Interesting.
And then George changed that.
Weird.
But considering season 8, it does pretty heavily hint that is from George in some form or another.
That.
Wait, why is
makes
that?
sense.
Why is that considering season 8?
Because Danny stabbed while making out with John, and John is
I see.
that guy in the dream. When she wakes up, instead of thinking of a penis, she's thinking of a knife twisting in her, and yeah.
Now wait a minute. Hold the phone. You said that's John, like that's settled.
Given the drafts, I'm much more confident that it's John. Given the published version, I agree it's ambiguous enough where it could not be, but I'm pretty sure it's John.
Does that... Wait a minute. Hold on. This is a different... Hang on. That's a different video.
Yeah, we're doing like 3 videos at once, but we can...
We gotta... I actually unironically want to hold off on that because I'm skeptical of that position. Because that has some... That is some...
the draft.
That is some interesting implications that I would love to tackle.
Yeah.
But you know what I want to talk about?
Yeah. Yes.
Glass candles.
What?
Yeah.
Glass candles, which are notable for being able to send people dreams.
Yes. I don't have any dings about glass candles, but also I did hastily put together these dings. So, I'm not saying we couldn't stumble upon one, but I don't think there's too much to be gained by digging too deep into glass candles.
All right, then. My instinct is that this vision has been sent to Jaime by an individual. Is that a good tree to be barking up?
Not particularly.
Okay.
It's not so much that it's been sent by someone.
Okay.
It's just the information contained within is more of, what we're talking about. Which also we could probably derail entirely as well if we continued to read Jaime's vision, because I think Joanna says something next like he hated being laughed at. He wanted his children to grow up to be a knight and a queen so strong and beautiful and brave that no one would ever laugh at them. And Jaime says, I am a knight. Cersei is a queen. And then Joanna just has a tear run down her face and then walks away or something.
Oh my god. This series is so good.
Yeah.
It is. It does also read a lot like, oh, if they were the Mad King's kids, that's exactly how Joanna would react to being like, Tywin wished his children were this, and Jaime's like, we are, and she just like cries and walks away. I don't think that that's what we're supposed to take, but like that is a whole tangent of like this could be argued as evidence for that.
Okay. All right. Zach, do you want to talk about Tywin Lannister?
Well, we had it was said by Michael that there's another Danny dream in here.
Oh,
And
okay.
that dream is the House of the Undying in here. That's another.
It is. It is one of the visions from the House of the Undying that I have as a ding.
Because she sees her brother, who she never met before.
Ding! Yes, Danny has dreams of Rhaegar. Or visions. Dreams/visions of Rhaegar is your ding.
She does not quite recognize him at first, because how would she? He was dead by the time she was born.
Exactly.
My favorite part about having you on the show, my friend, is that you are one of the only guests, one of the only people who does this with us, where we will be many clues into a theory, and I will have no idea where we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a fucking swing here. Are we talking about ghosts? Literally, a like ghost realm of some sort. Because
yeah, pretty much. I think that I think that the thing we take from Jaime having one hand in his dream is that this is a true communication with his mother.
Ooh, that's
like,
cool as fuck.
Right?
Because I've
like,
asserted that ghosts are real in A Song of Ice and Fire before. Because
but like she tells him things
who could possibly have killed all those people in Winterfell is the ghost of Maester Lewin, as we all know.
Yeah, naturally.
She tells him you beat me to
it. She tells him things about Tywin that he doesn't know. So like, you know, that seems like a real communication, considering he doesn't know the information he's being told about his father, and in the dream he only has one hand.
Say that again?
So yeah. Well, in the dream, she's like, I wonder if you ever knew him truly. And then tells him things like, yeah, he hates being laughed at. He wished this and he couldn't have it. And you know, she's telling him things about his father that she doesn't think he knew.
Okay.
And then he only has one hand. So I think this is a true communication with his mother talking about Tywin. Because the dream, in the context of the dream as well, she meets him while he's dreaming and like having like a sort of PTSD dream of like guarding Tywin's body. So yeah, I think this is a real communication in some like spiritual psychic realm between Jaime and his mother.
Y'all
is there more thread to pull on here?
Y'all two motherfuckers think this is a ghost?
I buy ghosts existing.
Like, I mean, think about this, Tom. Is there another time that we have talked about in a previous video on this channel where someone straight up seems to speak with a ghost of a parent?
Whoa, hold on. Are you suggesting that Joanna Lannister is like, I don't know, Weirwood talking through time?
I mean, when you die, you seem to go into Weirwoods in Westeros, and Weirwoods can send dreams, so the logic does track.
Yeah,
You could
and
even write that. When you die, you go into Weirwoods, and Weirwoods can send dreams. That should probably be a ding.
when you die, you go into Weirwoods. Weirwoods do weird things to dreams, and Weirwood dreams are not necessarily tied to time.
Yeah. Which I think could partially explain the is she 15 or 50? Can't really tell.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. Do you want me to nudge you in the direction of the other person I was referencing having talked about? The other people, really. There's two people who have a dream of a parent who has much more recently passed.
Yeah, just give us a little push in the right direction.
Yeah.
So recently that they have not even yet gotten news of this person's passing. They have the dream, and then they get the news at the end of said chapter.
Is it Bran and Rickon?
Bran and Rickon have dreams of Ned in the crypts before they find out Ned has died. But he has died, so yeah. They speak to Ned. I think you could even say they speak to Ned in dreams, or have dreams of speaking to Ned. Either way.
After he has died, but before they know he has died.
Yep. So once again, showing us that these dreams seemingly can be true. And Bran, in that dream, he says how Ned was sad, and he said something to do about Jon, I think. So, like, Ned was trying to say something about Jon to Bran, but he can't remember it.
You need to tell Jon who he really is, because I didn't get a chance.
Right, that's the implication, yeah.
Which would make sense if it was actually Ned's ghost.
Right, exactly. Like, that is something that Bran wouldn't know, but Ned's genuine ghost would want to communicate.
Huh.
So yeah, another case of a dead relative communicating true information with a person.
Is that the hooded man?
No.
Damn.
No.
Damn.
The end of this theory is going to be kind of hard to get to, I think, but it'll hit like a ton of bricks if you get there.
Okay. All right. Can you point us in a correct direction?
A correct direction is that there is a throwaway line about another character having dreams that we don't talk about at all as a fandom. But you know, it's someone else who could get some maybe useful information from a dead relative.
Useful information, dead relative, throwaway stuff, dreams. Is this a House of the Dragon?
No, it is from the very first book, in fact.
Is it like a minor character?
No, it is not. It is a POV character.
First book POV character who gets knowledge, who has throwaway lines about dreams of dead relatives.
Yep.
Ooh, interesting. Oh, Ned has dreams of dead relatives.
Bring them up. That's not who I was thinking of, but we can maybe find another ding that I don't even have written down.
Because he dreams about Leata all the time.
Yeah, he has lengthy.
Oh yeah. He has the Tower of Joy dream.
We call it the Tower of Joy dream, but
yeah,
like Joanna in his fever dreams, like shouting at him to protect John, I think fits in fairly well with this.
It does. You could write Ned dreams of Liana in his fever dream.
Okay. You know, there's not a ton of POV characters in that first book.
No, I realized after I said both of those things that narrows it down pretty far.
Who all else is in there, Zach?
In the first book,
Yeah.
you got your Ned, you got your cat. Cat has dreams.
Oh, is it Cat?
And her mom, right?
It is not Cat.
Is it Tyrion?
It's not Tyrion either.
Oh, wait. Tyrion's weird dreams are usually in later books.
Does Daenerys have visions in the first book?
She does, but she is also not who I'm talking about. But she does have some very cool dreams when after Miri does the shadow magic.
Yeah.
And she has this crazy dream that, like, very strongly in hindsight implies that, like, her baby was sacrificed to give life to the eggs. But that's not who I'm thinking of. Do you want me to give you something you could search on Search of Ice and Fire that you could then in theory find the line? Or not yet?
No. I want to.
Okay.
This is Zach and Tom name a thing. Zach and Tom name a Game of Thrones character. Zach, for $1, name a Game of Thrones character.
Okay, where there's only a small number of point of view characters total. How many of them are introduced in the first book? Right? There's Bran, who we already talked about. There's Arya and Sansa. There's Dany. And there's Ned, who we already talked about. There's Tyrion. There's Jon Snow. We already talked about Cat. Is there any? Who am I missing besides like the prologues? Right? Who am I missing?
You. I think you have named all of them.
I think that is every character. Is Jon Snow have memories of dead people?
We are talking about Jon Snow having a dream.
Ooh.
Because he thinks about the flower, right? But that's in the second book, right?
Now, as I said, this is a throwaway line that you're just not gonna remember.
Okay.
Probably, right?
All right. Give me a chunk to search on a Search of Ice and Fire.
In his dreams.
In his dreams. Not my mother, John thought stubbornly. He knew nothing of his mother. Eddard Stark would not talk of her. Yet he dreamed of her at times, so often that he could almost see her face. In his dreams, she was beautiful and high-born, and her eyes were kind.
That is the final piece of the puzzle, yes. That sounds pretty darn accurate, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, when you compare that to Jaime dreaming of his mother, basically the theory is that Jon has dreamed of Lyanna Stark regularly, just before we were in his POV.
I can't say this with confidence. I would love the comments to help here. I'm pretty darn sure that Kat thinks about her mom a lot. I don't know
He
exactly what the context is, but it wouldn't surprise me if she like woke up from dreaming about her one time.
doesn't she think about her mom a lot when she's in the room with the seven, right? She thinks because she's looking at the mother, thinking about her mother, and also thinking about her role as a mother. And it's
Yeah.
seeing that George R. R. Martin likes to do, where he conveys three things at once to show off that he's a good writer.
Jon Snow seems to have dreamed of Lyanna.
Yeah. So, like, if you compare, like, so let's imagine for a second that Jaime is having a true communication with Joanna
Yeah.
in the beginning there. That means, and Ned has a true communication with Bran and Rickon in their tomb dream. All right. It would all track then that Lyanna could have true communication in the dream realm with Jon Snow. And when he sees her, she's beautiful and highborn, and her eyes are kind. She is highborn. She looks like Arya, who in book 1 Jon was set up to be in a love triangle with, so her being beautiful tracks. So yeah, I think this is genuinely Jon Snow has had dreams of Lyanna Stark. Like when he thinks he's dreaming of his mother, it's not wishful thinking. It is genuine dreams of his mother.
Actual direct communication.
Yeah, and she can't say who she is because it's still not safe yet. Robert is still alive. Jon can't be told the truth until he is safe from Robert. So just like Ned, she has to still keep the secret, but she does visit him and chat with him in dreams.
What a sad, if this is true, what a sad, horrible twist on it Lady Stoneheart is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Were she not resurrected like that, she could at least commune with her kids, and then she would learn, by the way, that they're alive, right?
Yeah.
Like her soul would be
Yeah.
able to fucking rest, knowing that Bran and
Yeah,
Rickon
that's
and
true.
Sansa and Arya are fine.
Yeah, damn, I hadn't thought about that, but that is a really good point.
Your use of the word fine is doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
Okay, well, it's better to be a tree than a corpse.
Yeah.
Fair. Michael, this is really cool.
Thanks. So yeah, so let's imagine now, let's like carry this forward. If Jon has had dreams of Lyanna before we were in his POV, what's stopping him from having another one?
Okay.
So in Jaime's dream, he's being told things about his father that he doesn't know by his mother. If Jon has a very similar dream, that could be pretty relevant for him in the future books.
You think that there's going to be a Lyanna Stark revelation dream, like while Jon is unconscious on the ground bleeding out?
At some point, it feels like it's set up for Lyanna to tell Jon the truth of who he is now.
Wait, that fucking rocks.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Far better, I think, than Bran, like, seeing it and telling Sam to go tell him.
Which is and also Sam already knew. Fun fact.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. God. Yeah. I blank out certain things about season 8, but yeah, that is a thing. Yeah, but yeah, like it certainly does seem well set up that yeah, you can have dreams of dead relatives and they can tell you true information. And Jon, in this one throwaway line in book 1, has had dreams of his mother, and she is accurately described in those dreams. And yeah, why not have another one in the Winds of Winter? Or a dream of spring.
I I absolutely I like it. I'm not sure I buy the ghost argument. But I don't
either
hate
ghost
it.
or like genuine like weirwood like communication with the dead. I don't know if you call that a ghost, but like, you know, if you're a dead soul in the weirwoods and weirwoods can send dreams. But
Well, all right, everybody.
I mean, it could be. Yeah.
In the comments
I was just gonna say
below.
as well.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, like, I was just gonna say quick as well. It could be something to do with like being in the crypts of Winterfell, because like that's where Ned meets with Bran and Rickon. It's a weird crypt dream, and Jon has dreams of needing to go down into the crypts, but he always gets stopped before he goes there. If he goes down into the crypts in a dream, would he meet Lyanna? Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Zach, what do you think about this?
I mean, I'm pro Ghost in A Song of Ice and Fire. I have been for a while. I think that it's like I'm gonna have a longer like rant on this, I suppose. But like the wonderful thing about Song of Ice and Fire is that it incorporates classic fantasy tropes in a way that is compelling, interesting, and doesn't detract from the realism of it. Like it is the most believable story that has people fly on dragons ever written, and I commend George R. R. Martin for that. He thought about what that would practically seem like, but like the magic in there is weird and scary and cannot be explained. And like in a lesser story, a ghost would walk up and be like, "Hi, I'm a ghost. Yeah, I'm calling out you, Charles Dickens." But
Damn,
so,
get him. Get his ass.
If there are ghosts in A Song of Ice and Fire, they're never going to tip us off to that fact. Qyburn will tell you that ghosts exist, and we should believe him because he's never been wrong about anything in his life. But you look at the way it's presented in the story, and you look at this, and it makes a ton of sense, actually, to me, that there are ghosts in this story who can mess with people when they're in a dream-like state, because, like, the idea of dreamers and dreams having magical qualities is something that is pounded in our head from some of the first few chapters. So if there is a world between worlds, if there is a place where ghosts play, it might be interlinked with dreams. It might be a like avenue to see things that you wouldn't normally see. And I kind of believe that, like, if we're writing ghosts in a compelling way, the thing that a ghost would want to do is to see a loved one, to talk to them, to have some form of communication, even if it's weird and esoteric and makes no sense or is confusing to the person who receives it. That feels so George R. R. Martin-y. That like a ghost would naturally want to, even just for a moment, be able to talk to somebody that they loved and cared about. And I think he won me over for sure with Ned, like him in the Winterfell crypts being a real ghost, a real true communication where he's trying to comfort his kids but also make sure Jon gets the message. That's the last thing on his mind. A lot of like traditional ghost stories, ghosts are obsessed with that thing they didn't get to do before they died, right? That last regret.
Mm-hmm.
That would absolutely be Ned Stark's last regret. Jon is going to spend the rest of his life not knowing
Wait.
the thing that I needed to tell him.
This ties in very well with, oh my gosh, who was it? Oh, was it Quinn? Who we were discussing the tunnel vision theory of whites with?
Oh yeah. Well, that could make White the like dark twisted opposite of ghosts. So that would also make sense of how whites exist. It is plunging you back from the spirit realm, which doesn't line up perfectly with the material realm or whatever you want to call it, and you have that tunnel vision. You have that exact same, in the same way that Ned knows that he wants to make sure Jon knows what his birthright is. Like the revenge aspect of Catelyn becomes fucking Lady Stoneheart, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing she thinks about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Same with Bear.
from a genuinely honest place of I want to make sure nobody can hurt the rest of my family if they're still out there. Like that could genuinely come from a good place for the ghost, but the fire white version of it takes the most twisted, fucked up interpretation possible.
I recently put out a video talking about this as well, and I played a George quote at the beginning of it, where he literally says basically that. He's like, Beric Dondarrion is losing pieces of himself every time he comes back. Part of him is falling away, but it's this last mission he was given that is like the thing that's animating him and tying him back to life. And yeah, it seems like that is something that George does with ghosts or resurrected people for sure.
Well, all right, you wonderful people. This is beautiful and a little heartbreaking, and I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm. And it only came after a 13-minute bit about OnlyFans.
I unironically don't know that I would have it any other way.
Yeah,
it just
we certainly haven't tried it any other way.
and we're not gonna start now. Michael, where can people find you, and what have you been up to?
On Michael Talks About Stuff, the only official home for me talking about stuff. And yeah, I recently put out a video about this, titled, I think Jon Snow has seen his mother before. And then I put one out about Jon when he's resurrected, what it's going to be like, which is the one I was referencing where he's like got his mission, basically. And that's my longest video ever at this point. But yeah, I like it a lot, and you should check it out.
Zach, you got any final words to send us off?
You can find me here at this channel, and you can also find me at onlyfans.com/ I thought you were gonna cut me off before.
I was gonna go with the interesting strip club.
The interesting strip. That is better. That is better than me claiming. You know what? That is better than me saying that they can find me at onlyfans.com/ random internet guy and hoping he finds that joke funny.
Just taking the interesting strip club. You guys need to get it, and you don't start posting till 10,000. But you need to lock down that name.
I did not want to do the OnlyFans until you pitched it as being called the Interesting Strip Club, and now I feel like it's kind of free real estate.
That is pretty funny.
It is.
We at least need to get the username.
Yeah,
you do.
All right.
A little annoyed if you don't.
All right. Zach, please end on a subscriber mile marker and what we're gonna do there.
At the 25,000 subscriber mark, we are going to go to Times Square, New York City, and ask every person we see for A Song of Ice and Fire Theory for 15 minutes or until the police tell us to stop.
Okay, bye.